Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that I can make this go faster. Slightly. It'd be great if they offered me some way to skip this. But I guess that defeats the purpose of the point. Hey, level up! Now I can own these robots and shades even more. Because they're such a threat now, right? Are they literally running away from me? It kind of looked like that robot was running away from me. Hey, Kaine. Hey, Kaine, how did you get here? Without having to go through that. Can you tell me so I never have to do that again? That'd be great. If you could just, like, let me know how you do it, I would love that. That would be great. Kaine teleport. Do I even need to do this? No. I don't. I do not. Okay. I'm not even going for any of the optional stuff this time. I'm just fucking going. Not that I'm not so concerned about getting like 100% completion because we're just gonna look at shit after the fact. I'm like, ah, fuck it. Whatever. But have you really finished NieR if you didn't 100% complete it? The answer is yes. Hey, look, it's the mention of a chord. Who's that, I wonder? We don't know. We don't know yet. If this game fucking mentions her. If this game... Like, okay, so I have a theory, right? So...
Don't know, don't care.
This isn't just a remake. This is a remake and addition. That's why it's version 1.2 whatever. Right? So, and they added a whole different route. They added ending E. Which has a pretty fucking extreme way to get that. You have to play through the entire game from the start again.
It's right.
I feel like ending D might be how this world is supposed, like this timeline is supposed to end. And then ending E kind of fucks that up, and Accord might be like, hey, what's happening over here? I should come look at this. And then maybe we'll see her, actually. That would be interesting. I wonder how ending E would possibly change anything. Like, would ending E split NieR into two different timelines, the one that leads to Automata and a different one?
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning.
I'm so excited to eventually get to it. Okay, are we gonna have to listen to Khalil speak?
Looks like we found him.
Good lord, it's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Yep.
Look at the shade.
That thing
Ow.
is commanding the
Wait, hold
robot
on.
somehow.
Aim for the legs. Knock it down. Take out the shade.
Hold on, is he even gonna do damage to me?
Exterminating. Ing. 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 Ing.
No, he is not. These enemies can't even do damage to us anymore. They're not a threat to us.
No, damn it. That's a shade. It's a shade.
Kill him. Kill him. Feel the hate inside you.
Oh! It just dawned on me that they act. Okay, so I noticed that at certain points in the boss fights, they would kind of just stop taking damage. And I was like, huh, that's not right. That's not like how it was in the original, where you can just like completely bulldoze a boss and like just end it within seconds. They have done that. They have added the thresholds so you don't accidentally skip the additional dialogues in the additional endings. And that is very smart. It's very smart. And I'm glad they did that, but also kind of not. Because the fact that you could just fucking blow enemies apart and not get any of their plot, it's kind of good. And kind of also makes a convincing point about, you know, relating to the themes of the game.
Exterminating. Ing. 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 Ing.
This thing can transform?
It's like you could just go, oh yeah, I don't fucking care about like your humanization. I don't care about you being a person. You're an enemy. I'm just going to kill you.
Look out.
And I feel like that little bit of player choice
Escape. Escape.
conveyed the game's themes very well as well. I don't know. I don't know.
Must protect. Must fight.
Where do you think you're going?
We're just gonna shoot him a bunch now, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, wait. Does that not even do damage to us? Very little bit. It's also incredibly fucked up that these enemies are literally not a threat to us, and we're like, you know, just slaughtering them. Kinda, can you not? Kinda, can you chill? Alright. Cool.
Must defend my mission.
Well, Beepy dead. Yes. Yes, Charles. Yes. Correct. Because the little shades are literally children.
Khalil. Together. BB. Alone. BB. Cry.
No. Wait.
You stupid machine! You killed my
No.
family! You took everything from me!
You killed your family.
Why did you have to be here? Why you? Why?
Beautiful. What a perfect example of humanity.
Can I just not?
We better not leave him here.
But
We better not leave him here.
I hate that guy.
We better not leave him here.
I would really rather leave him here,
Better not
actually.
leave him here. We better not.
Wait, can I not jump off the edge? Hold on. Fuck. All right,
Hey, come on.
they knew.
enough.
I did it! Now that this goddamn thing is dead, I can forage wherever I want. Just wait, you goddamn freak! Now I can make all kinds of powerful weapons. Just leave it to me. Leave it all to me!
Hey, okay, so hey, real quick. Hey, real quick, life tip. If you ever hear anybody laugh like that, get the fuck out of there. Leave. Do not engage with that person, okay? All right? Evil cackle laugh is not a very good thing for a person to have. That person is probably evil, and they will do a murder on you. Do not engage. Charles, it's Yuri Lowenthal.
Look, we get it, okay? Really?
You know, you don't... Shut up. You don't laugh like that.
Hatred and madness will never heal a wounded heart.
Maybe it's just all he's capable of right now.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know Rongle? Hey, Rongle? Hey, Rongle, do you know, though? Do you know that, though? Hey, bud? Hey, bud? Hey, buddy? Do you know that, though? Stop phasing out of existence. I'm trying to talk to you.
Maybe Popol has found some information.
Very well.
You know, a lot of Yona's diary entries also make you think that Rongo was a negligent brother. You know, being Yona's only family and all.
You know, I've been thinking.
It's almost like he
Why
spent...
was a shade hanging out with a machine?
It's almost like he spent too much time on everything but
It
Yona.
appeared the creature was actually issuing orders to that mechanical minion.
No.
Do you think the shade had a reason for what it did?
Yes.
Actually.
Kaine, say
It
something.
doesn't matter what a shade is or isn't thinking. All that matters is that we kill every last one of them.
Right. Sure. The idea of a shade trying to protect a robot is goddamn absurd. Still, you guys should be careful.
What do you mean?
If the shade inside me ever takes over, I'm probably going to attack you.
That's not gonna happen.
It did happen,
You
Rongol.
are no shade.
Hey, did you forget the thing that happened in the Lost Shrine earlier?
The lad is correct. You are many things, hussy, but a shade is not one of them.
Did you guys...
Shades, for example, do not come equipped with such foul and scurrilous mouths.
How about I cram your face up your
Did
own
y'all
asshole,
forget
book?
about that?
Don't worry, Kaine. If your shade ever takes over, I'll stop you.
We have done this.
You will you? Thanks, Emil.
It's like they don't even acknowledge that it has happened. I think twice in Rongol's presence. Ay, ay, ay. Anime characters, I tell ya. Needle, do you actually laugh like that? Needle, are you evil? Is this Needle and fucked up? Is this Needle evil and fucked up moments? When you get crazy bread, do you call it normal bread? Do you get crazy bread? Whoa! Needle is just evil spelled backwards. I didn't know that.
You were not. I just.
You know what? I'm gonna be happy to blow up the Eerie this time.
I'm a.
You're there.
Well, try.
The fuck is crazy bread? It's like you get it at Little Caesars. It's like bread made of it's like bread, but from a pizza place called Little Caesars.
The area, huh?
What a...
Do you had monkey bread? Why am I going this way? We are just doing main progress. That is the goal for today. Everybody's a little bit evil. Everybody's a little fucked up, you know? Everybody fucked up in evil moments.
I cannot fathom that village setting up a mercantile.
A mercantile.
Must have truly opened their minds.
No.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
No.
Home? That place is a shithole.
Ooh, the village. It's home to so many terrible little memories, isn't it, Kaine?
He's talking like I do sometimes.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Does she say that? Does she interact with Tyrant out loud? Or is that in her brain? And we're just hearing what she's saying in her brain. Like, do Emil and Rongol not notice that Kaine's acting a little bit strange? No? They don't, or do they not care?
We do not desire.
We do not desire needless conflict.
If we can continue to live with humans,
Then we can continue to live peacefully.
But that young man will come.
Yes, the young man will come.
He will kill us all. Women and children included.
He sure will.
what should we do? What can we do?
Rongo sure does love indiscriminate murder, huh? The game sure is openly acknowledging that, isn't it? I thought that said broken pussy for a second. What is wrong with my brain? You know, while I'm here, you know, I could just...
I don't believe in anything anymore.
I could just take a look, right?
It's over. For us. And for you.
I mean, it's right there, right? And you know what? We're going to talk to the village chief anyway. Fuck!
Stay away! Get back!
What will become of this village?
Shut up! Shut up!
There's no point in living anymore.
Can't believe Yoko Taro is so mean.
Then prove it!
What a cruel man. Oh. I have to wonder if that was actually his choice. So obviously he didn't design the entirety of the game. He has fuck all to say, so I'm just gonna skip through it. Hey, look, there's people over there. That's weird. How strange. Huh.
A letter. Oh, in everyone.
You know, I like how I said we were actually gonna like go through the dialogue, and now I'm just like I'm actually just skipping it all.
Beware, this man is a shade.
Damn it! It's a trap!
I figured as much.
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Want some help?
A carnival of murder. I love it.
Tyron's having a great time right now.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Just having the super best time. Dude loves murders.
Get out of here! No way! I'm not gonna abandon my own sister!
Kane, what's going on?
Don't be fooled by this lady. She's a shade.
Great. Love it. Cool vibes, guys. Great vibes.
No! You people are the monsters here!
Yes.
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
Hey, that cuts really deep for Kaine, doesn't it?
She's my sister, and I love her.
Great. She die again. Rip Kaine.
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
I already killed her, kiddo. Oh wait, what? Hello?
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Yeah. They sure are behaving as if we are the villains, huh?
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! We're trying to save you from the Shades! Please, you have to stop!
Villagers are under attack over there.
Yes. Under attack.
Damn it, Kaine! You gotta get up! Emil, watch Kaine. I'll go clean up over there.
All right.
It's all over. This village is history.
What could those black swirls be?
I don't know, man. Looks fucked up to me. Looks fucked up and evil.
He's a shade. My husband's a shade.
Get fucked.
What's happening?
Does this thing talk? It's a giant eye. I doubt it. Oh, it's got the blue butterflies. It's like Philemon from Personas.
By my pages. Is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all!
Yeah. It is Zarboil.
We can't let that happen!
I almost feel like we could have we could understand this one the first go around, right?
Something from within the creature.
Is this the combined power of all those shades?
It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us.
Uh-huh.
The first to waver is the first to die.
Okay, switch phases, please.
Wait! I think those are actual people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades.
Right, we have done all the damage that we can do to it right now.
The surrounding
Why is my controller freaking out?
Magic.
We literally cannot do damage to it right now. Oh no, here we go. We are doing damage.
Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Shades are actual people, though. Yes. They are, in fact, as much people as replicants are. Of course, they don't know that, though. Because all of this was kept secret from them for some fucking reason. Like, imagine how much different the situation might be if communication had happened.
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
I'll try to pin it down.
Emil!
Emil!
Hey, Kaine.
I'll keep it busy.
I'm not above yet.
Should be able to attack from behind. Go around and get it. Please, hurry.
Emil can handle this. We must circle
I
behind
definitely
the creature
left
once.
before the game expected me to, huh?
You must strike it in the eye.
Ow. Are you done?
Did we get it?
No.
It's escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
Careful, Emil. Won't help anyone if we lose you here. God damn it! You beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay, we win.
Take it out.
I'm on it.
And I'm sure nothing bad will happen, right? Such a fucking anime moment. Physical attacks useless, thermonuclear attacks useless, unknown particles have been detected, dealing with... Oh, okay, I didn't get to read all that.
Emil.
We are gonna watch this, because this cutscene does actually kind of fucking rule.
Emil! He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Ah, fuck. This ain't good, sunshine.
Booty. Whoops. Well, fuck. We did another war crime, didn't we? Shit. God damn it. It sure is all gone, huh? That shot of Emil is legitimately, like, really creepy. A super creepy shot of, like, the sweep. Uncontrollable magic. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed a magic powerful enough to destroy not only the Shade, but everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy, eviscerate, crush, kill. Crush, counter, kill. These are the dark impulses that overwrite all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. But, or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Oh, right. A klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment. Number 6 is out of control. Everyone get out of here now. Get out of here. The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom, and it lifts him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory, until the hand squeezes down, coating the room in a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and lets fly with a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and it is massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it tromps about the room on all fours, bringing to mind the wild maneuverings of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No, oh no, please stop! Oh God, save me! Save me! I don't want to die! One by one, the maddening cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed, instead continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops. The alarms fall silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who would dare to bring such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. Two sets of footsteps echo in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Excuse me, could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded and... Rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. Okay. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples to the floor, smashing his head on a pile of debris and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, the boy inadvertently opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit a strange crackling sound before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damn eyes!" roars the man. "Yes, sir," stammers the boy as he slams his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, also known as number 7. He is a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. "Don't look at me," barks the man. "Never look at me." "I'm sorry, sir. I'm looking at the ground now. Should we just hand me the blind..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. Sir, stop. You're hurting me." "I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it." The man knows this boy, this weapon, could wipe him out with a single glance, and yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, the man leans down, retrieves the blindfold, and knots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. "Right then, on your feet. Let's move." Emil staggers to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter. The pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they had set out for him to do. The second level of the laboratory is in even worse shape than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger on a section of rubble stained a deep red, he has a sudden image of warm, gooey brownies slathered in strawberry sauce. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks. His mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered pile of flesh around him. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realizes that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. You can go the rest of the way on your own, says the man in a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human. You're a monster. With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment, he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squashes his plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumes walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him. Almost as if it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the 3rd level, he is moving on memory as much as sound. His hands and face are covered in fresh wounds from numerous falls. But every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. We studied together. We ate cookies together. We cried together. We laughed together. And sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for. So holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawing close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts his head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft, crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull ashen gray. And yet, somehow, it summons what strength remains and pulls itself toward Emil one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Waiting, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Hello, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Halua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! God, Emil's story also fucking sucks. I said that I was not going to cry today. So I'm not going to cry today. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna be tough. I'm gonna be big and strong. The moment number 6's petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. A frozen sister and a little brother racked with sin. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them weep in a single, silent voice. It's like the moment that theme kicks in, that I'm like, oh yeah, right. Emotions, feelings, right. It was our combined power that destroyed the Aerie. Whole existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything! My sweet, gentle sister turned into a monster. And the same thing will happen to me now that I have her power. If my instincts as a weapon win out and destroy me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love, yeah. So, I talked about this a little bit on Twitter, either yesterday or the day before. And like, this is something that Automata does not really bother to do. It doesn't bother to like give us the inner workings of the characters' minds. It doesn't bother giving us like their backstory and have us sit through it and read it and experience it, you know? Part of the magic of NieR is how well it humanizes these characters, that the further you get into the game, the more you realize are completely despicable. Cause like, obviously we feel for Kaine a lot. Kaine's backstory is incredibly tragic. She's a great character, but she's complicit in all of this. She speaks the language of the Shades and knows that they have a consciousness and that they are capable of communicating. And she doesn't say anything. She says nothing. And just lets Rongul do his thing. And that's, I'll be honest, almost more fucked up than what Rongul does in this game.
Yeah.
And Emil, well, Emil's blameless. Emil's fine. Emil's a good bean. Emil is legitimately like a good bean. Like, Emil's gonna live with that sin for the rest of his life, which is infinite. Would he have believed her? I don't know. But the attempt should have been made. That being said, I don't know if it's necessarily a matter of him believing her, but of him taking that as detraction. And then seeing Kaine as an enemy based on the fact that she's a shade and is maybe not super sure about the shit that he's doing. You know? Like, maybe the thing is, Kaine isn't bringing it up because she's like, this dude could super fucking kill me. And he would, in a heartbeat.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord.
Very well.
That's the thing that really gets me about, I will say, the fandom of NieR. There's like a lot of romanticization. Whatever. People really glorify the character of NieR, whether it be Papa NieR or Brother NieR. And I don't think they realize that they're the villain. I don't think they realize that we play the villain in this game. You know? Yeah, that's true, Zarboil. Yeah, in the you're right. You're absolutely right. In that little snippet of the Forest of Myth that we do in the second half, the shade in the story can like talk. And Rongul simply did not care. You're right. And we have to do the Forest of Myth first. So Kaine probably was like, he's not gonna give a shit even if I tell him. That's also possible. But I don't know. At that point, I would just be like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna hang out with you anymore. I think I'm done with this. But then giving up on Rongel would mean giving up on Emil. And she can't do that. Fuck, dude. Emil and Kaine are in an abusive relationship with Rongel. That never really clicked until now. It's very, yeah, it's very fucked up. You're right.
Ah, you're back.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lord's key?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time yet.
I see. Well, can I take something off your plate in the meantime?
Oh. How about this? You know the ferryman with the red bag, right?
Here's
He's been skipping out on work lately.
Here's the new bit of content that I accidentally did off stream.
Sure thing.
I think we will take a little break. I think we are actually definitely gonna get ending B today. I'm excited for y'all to see like the next little bit. 'Cause it's really cool.
This feels alarmingly familiar.
Oh, I was like, yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
Yeah. Okay.
She